PR articles on elderly people as well. And a consequence is also that, when the parents, they see it helps on the children, well, sometimes they figure out it may also help themselves. So the whole family starts using Biosrat in that way. Another one, more energy. And this one says, this way you get healthy children home from the kindergarten or daycare. And about 8-10 years ago, we started with the bears. We got some big bears from China, and the small ones you can see. And we made some activities in the shops, and our reps, they went to the shops and offered them that we could supply the bear posters, leaflets, samples we had at that time, and provided, of course, that they bought 60 units of Biosrat. In that way, we also were able to push more products out into the shops. And of course, it created a lot of attention, especially from children, but also grown-ups. They have some positive feelings about teddy bears. We also recommended the shopkeepers that perhaps they could go and offer the bear after the activity to a kindergarten, or maybe a toy room, playing room at hospitals for children, or they could make a concert with the bear afterwards. In that way, the bear got a second life as well. Besides the bears, we also have teddy bear balloons, Biosrat teddy bear balloons. We also have the Biosrat buckets on the desk with lollipops for the children. And lately we have been doing a TV spot. The purpose with this spot is, of course, to tell that it is Swiss, pure, clean, and it helps on the resistance of your body.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Any questions?
Special questions around? If not, ask him. He has really a lot of experience in children activities, and also the teddy bears you see already here has been used also in other countries. Canada, we know in Finland they will start also in autumn. And I know some of you didn't realize that you had the chance to order those teddy bears. It was a bit not so easy, because we have sent the teddy bears empty. And asked Mark from England, he found a very cheap filler of these teddy bears. And some countries like Canada had a bit more pain to find a good filler, and it was very expensive. So when we do something like that again, then I don't know what we do. Because the big bears it's a big volume, and if it comes first to Switzerland, to send it directly from there to there is very complicated. So we have to think on that. What is easy are the small teddy bears. In case really somebody wants to have, we are now preparing an order, and after certain quantities is 50% contribution. So if you have a wish, then please think of it and let us know within 1 week time. And I will come back to this afterwards. Klaus, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now I ask Canada to come up on the scene and to present their activities. Canada. Canada is a special country. You will hear Mackie, the CEO, and Don, the regional sales manager from Vancouver. Canada I know quite well, not unfortunately on vacation, but on business. I had the chance several times to go there. And what impressed me always, a part of the beautiful country, is that the people there are 150% dedicated people. Very good sales reps out, very good marketing team as well, led by a very nice, charming lady. That is also important. But I felt always 150 support when I was over there. And we did many seminars, and it was a little part of the pyramid what they are having now. Success, there needs a lot of different things, and for the presentation.
Hello everybody, and so I'm Mackie, and you have Don over here who's responsible for Vancouver, part of the Vancouver territory, and who's been with our company for 14 and a half years now. And yes, so we have been selling BioStrat, as you heard from David, the first day for 50 years. I think we were the first export country. October 1961. So it's been a long time and a very strong partnership, I would say, between Canada. I've been with the company now 4 years, but prior to me as well, and prior to Tino, there was a Klaus Schmidt, and I would say it's been a long, loving relationship with BioStrat. So, like Switzerland did, we're going to start with some statistics about Canada so that you know a little bit about our country. For those of you who have never been, we invite you to come. It's a huge country. We're second only to Russia in terms of size, but in population, we're smaller than the state of California. So we have our challenges, especially in shipping bears, but that's another story. As my head office at BioForce likes to say, we really have like 3 countries within one country, because we have the western provinces, and even there, they're very different. We have British Columbia with 13% of the population, where we have 2 of our reps. Don is one and Karim is another, and David knows them both very, very well. We have the prairie provinces, which are really starting to be developed for us by Brad, who's our rep over there, and where we have now 18% of the population. And many of you may have heard of Alberta lately, because that's our Texas, our oil patch, so it's growing very rapidly. Ontario, where we have almost 40% of our population, we have a regional manager and 5 reps. Quebec, where our company started actually in 1957, so it's the oldest territory for us. Only 23% of our population, but we have a lot of reps there, and a lot of our business and a lot of BioStrat business comes from the province of Quebec. And then in the Maritimes, where it's only 7% of the population. So that gives you an overview of the country. David mentioned the very important aspect of our business and of our success is really our dedicated sales staff. And when he asked me to really talk about why is that an advantage, I must tell you that it wasn't very difficult for us to find many, many reasons, and I could stand up here for an hour, but we tried to really hone in on the aspects that are most important. There's no doubt that having your own dedicated sales team, the number one advantage that it gives us is the ability to train and retrain and retrain and talk and re-talk about a product in a way that an agent or a broker can never do. Our retailers sell many, many, many products. I read somewhere in my Basic Marketing 101 that the average shop has over 30,000 SKUs. So if you don't talk about your product regularly and constantly, you're going to be forgotten on the shelf. And that's the advantage, I think, our main advantage of our reps. And Don will talk about that in a few minutes, but really, we believe that training is the key, and it's reflected in the retailer turnout at our seminars, especially when David Pestalozzi comes out.